Hey, good morning. I'm Chris Robin, aka at Detroit Beastie, here with Team Rise or Fall to talk about some Beasties Boomers for Monday, July 25th. Before we get into the game action and my favorite stack of the night, make sure you head over to the website, Team Rise or Fall. When you get there, use promo code Beastie. You'll get $10 off your first month of premium service. And as you can tell, not through the length of this video, but just if you're plugged in at all on social media, the NFL content is starting to be churned out, and there's no other spot you're going to want to be for the NFL season DFS than Team Rise or Fall. So get into it now, and we can play along at home with the study hub and the projection. So when the NFL season kicks off, we're rolling. You've learned everything you need to learn, and together we will go to the moon. So let's talk about my favorite stack of the day. And really quick, there's 11 games all day today. And what I love about this thing is all three formats are in unison across the board. 11 games, everything starts at 7:05 on FanDuel, DK, and Yahoo. So let's bring in the study hub, let's bring in the stacks tool, and let's look at some projections, shall we? Hello, and we are back. Here it is in all its glory, as I always say, the Team Rise or Fall Study Hub. And really quick, right here, you can see my cursor, dead center in the screen. Cool little plus symbol. Don't know what that means. I'm not a coder, but hopefully someone else does. And we can move on right here. It sends you right to the Discord, which is 100% free. Like this video, 100% free, but like any good website, there are some premium options. And in the Discord, on a nightly basis, the coaches and Mitch and everybody's talking, strategy, stacks, and ideas leading up to lock. About 20 minutes prior, there is a broadcast, but that's for premium members, and I'm sure you want in on that. So go to the site, use the promo code BEASTIE, as I've said. That'll be my last time saying it. So as I told you, there's 11 games on today's schedule. I want to focus in on, we should run it like a lottery. Which one is he going to pick? Which one is he going to pick? We're going to go with Colorado at Minnesota. There it is. Bam, right there. And when you look at today, Colorado is sending out Kyle Freeland to the mound, 4-7 record, 4.96 ERA. He's walked 32 guys. He struck out 69 players. Nice. But his whip is over 140 here. So I'm looking for, Milwaukee to do some damage. And Milwaukee, Aaron Ashby's pitching for him. I don't know if you're into sports card collecting, but go out and buy an Aaron Ashby rookie card. Maybe it'll turn into something down the future. These two teams have not met so far this season, but last time out, the Brewers took 5 of 7 games last series. The Brewers also had a season high 4 errors, most since 2017 in the first time they met all the way back to last season. But that was then, and this is now. Let's talk about this Milwaukee stack, and we're going to lead it off with Christian Yelich. Why wouldn't we? Yelly, as they call him, he was in a wasteland last season, was dealing with some lower back injuries and soreness and stuff. He went from stud home run hitter to, the darling at the home run derby to just like, is this guy done already? Did he already fall off the cliff? But no, Yelly is back and healthy and playing well. As we scroll over here, you can already see it. I'm like an eagle eye I look out the corner of my eye, and here we go. His FanDuel projection tier is an A. The ownership, 6.7%. That is something I wasn't ready to see, but that is okay. Again, 11 games. So we're going to see a lot of ownership spread out throughout this thing here. So let's go to the DK batter matchups and see what we got here for Willie Adams. I always like to look at, you might say, well, Chris, but you never talk about like, the OPS or, things along those lines here. Well, I like to hone in on the meat and potatoes, and that's like the projection tier, the value tier, ownership percentage, and what his rating is and all that. And his rating on DK, at least, Yelly, is 48.05 here, and that's fine. That is more than beautiful here. Ownership percentage 5.1%. What we're after with Christian Yelich is always, the power. He's hit 8 bombs so far this season, but one other thing, Yelly has stolen 13 bases. That is what we call things you love to see. Let's go down the list here, and that's Willie Adams, stud shortstop here. I remember I keep every note I've ever written in stacks of my prospect Bible, and I remember I had Willie Adams' page highlighted and marked up, and he started slow, but finally this season he's broken out big time, and we're going to want a piece of it, or we should continue to want a piece of Willy Adames in each daily format as they play. Looks to be batting 2 in the order. Projection tier is an A. Again, ownership percentage 6.7%, and it looks like I misspoke. I read Christian Yelich's ownership percentage is 8% even, and Willy Adames is 6.7%. DK rating 56.27, good enough to be green. And here we go on FanDuel. Willy, a DK projection tier is an A. So is Yali, so is McCutchen, which we'll get to briefly. And then when you look at their value tiers, that's like a D and C across the board. It's okay. Let's check in on a projection finally, shall we? Let's look up Willy Adames. And again, we all know a shortstop is a premium position, and there's a lot of good young stud shortstops doing this thing. Dansby Swanson, one of them. But here we go. Willy Adames right there. You're looking at a projection of about 12.03. And as I always say, not a slight to the website, not a slight to CG who puts this together here. And I get why they do that. That's a nice, safe little floor projection here. We all know a double, a triple, a run scored, any combination of those things. And you're looking at well over 12.03 total points. Let's move down the list and we'll briefly discuss Andrew McCutchen. As you can see, I don't know. I'll ask you and you can answer out loud wherever you are listening to this right now. But has Andrew McCutchen, long gone, right, are his days of playing MVP baseball in center field for Pittsburgh. But McCutchen has been very serviceable. 255 average, 320 on base. His slugging percentage is 396. That's great. And look at his runs and RBI. 43 runs scored, 45 ribbies, 10 bombs, and 6 stolen bases. So to be frank, Andrew McCutchen is doing more than just surviving. Andrew McCutchen is doing more than just kind of getting by. He's kind of revitalized in a limited fashion his career, for Milwaukee. So as you could see, right as we slip down here, 5.1% ownership. That is okay. His projection and his value tier is a B and a B. And then when we go on DK here, Andrew McCutchen, I want to check out some things here with Andrew McCutchen because the batter versus SP hand, as I said, Kyle Freeland is pitching tonight, and I'm almost certain Kutch and Freeland have had some battles together going all the way back to probably when Kutch was in Pittsburgh here. And as you can see, his ISO and his WOBA, if you remember correctly, his WOBA is not that good. Remember, I believe it was like 320 300 is average. Anything over 340 is elite. But when you look at Kutch there, that's okay. He's doing all those other little things that you like to see that will help pay off his price tag value here. Let's go down the list and we'll double back to FanDuel here. And when you go down here, one thing that sticks out to me, and I'm sure some of you might not understand, but this is Mike Brousseau right here. He is a fellow Oakland University Golden Grizzly alum. That's where I went. He played baseball at that program, and he had some success with Tampa Bay a few seasons ago, and now he's found his way, onto Milwaukee's roster. And when you look at some of what he's done, especially on the study hub here, it's not great, but he's in the 4 spot, projected at least, or actually 8 on here. And again, when I check all this stuff the night before in the morning, some of it can be skewed, and I leave it open to interpretation until the next day, and we get stuff locked in here. If he's batting 4th, if he's batting 8th, that's all well and good. When you look at Brousseau in limited fashion, only 42 games, 9 runs, 15 RBI. He's stolen a base, and his slugging percentage is a respectable 473. Let's check in on Brousseau on the projection tool just so I can, make you feel a little bit better about using this kid here. 7.14 FanDuel projection. And again, as lock fastly approaches and lineups are confirmed, let's see where Mike Brousseau is in that lineup. Worst case scenario, we'll move down and we'll use Hunter Renfro. This kid has been awesome as well. He's a power hitter. I look at Renfro, and again, I just speak as things come to me. I look at Hunter Renfro the same way as like Franmil Reyes maybe in Cleveland, or Manny Margot in Tampa Bay here. So when we see Hunter Renfro looks to be batting 4th, that is unbelievably great. great, right? 6.6% ownership percentage. FanDuel tier is an A. Value tier is a D. You hate to see that, but hey, here we go. Hunter Renfro, a B and a B across the board. What stands out to me on DK is Hunter Renfro's DK rating, 62.02%. Let's look up Renfro's projection, and we'll bring my face back in, and we'll get the heck out of here, and we'll start our day. It's Monday, folks, and we're going to get rolling this week. Here we go. Hunter Renfro projection. I'm not going to say unbelievable, but it's beautiful, right where we wanted, 11.2 at only, this just in, 6.6% ownership. So let's bring my face back in, and we'll get the heck out of here. And I am back. Thanks for being here. I wouldn't say we went a little long here, but I'm feeling so much better, and it's awesome. Second cup of coffee here, and it's so good to be back and doing what I love, these videos and the betting trend tweets and my cores on the Team Riser Fall site. And I do want to say one thing, if I may. I took a screenshot of this, and I'm just being as real as I can. It's just a screenshot of the Team Riser Fall Twitter page, which is at Team Riser Fall. We get private Discord shows, Fantasy Cruncher access via monthly for $20. Cores, pools, notes, sheets, projections, ownership percentages, FanDuel, DK, Super Draft, Yahoo, and it's less than $1 a day. What the heck are we doing here if you're not part of Team Riser Fall? And if you want to play along at home, you want access to all this grand material, use promo code Beastie and you'll be right there with us, and we will see you there in the Discord. Until I talk to you tomorrow, be good. And I forgot a final score prediction. Let's think Milwaukee wins this one 8-4, 8-5. I find this game fully stackable from both standpoints, but let's hone in on Milwaukee as they hang 8 runs. Until I see it tomorrow, be good, stay safe, and bye-bye.